Alright, we're back. We got the coffee, we're back. So today we are back on some XDefiant. It is currently Saturday, but basically almost Sunday, so we're coming kind of to the close of this whole server test. And I will say, despite my horrible showing in the last video, I actually have gotten somewhat better. I tried using some different classes. I wound up using the AK-47 after seeing Jeb do pretty well with it, and although the game still feels a little choppy for me, I'm winning a little more of the gunfights. So I think I'm finally getting out of that rut that I was in the last video. But I'm excited to be back, and I'm excited to play some more games. Not that anyone cares, but here's the AK build that I'm running right now. We have the stabilizing barrel, tactical front rail, the optic. I threw on the reflex, but honestly the iron sights really aren't too bad, but I think the reflex just is better for those medium range. We got the regular fabric for the grip tape, and then the padded stock. Again, don't follow this at all. This might be trash. This is just what I threw on at first, and I'm just trying to use it and get used to it, because I fear if I switch anything up right now, I'm going to be absolutely dog shit for the rest of the video. Yeah, I just want to thank you guys for all the support on all of my videos recently, and let's get into some games. So I don't really have any goals for this video. I think I'm just gonna kind of talk about how I'm feeling about the game and some of the stuff that I've actually noticed while playing a little bit more. My only goal, I guess, is to do better than the horrible showing that I had in the last video, which was only like 7 kills or 11 kills. But other than that, I'm really just trying to play to have some fun here. Oh, I love the fact that there's map voting. I feel like I want to play Liberty again, but honestly, I think Showtime's just a better map. There's one map that everybody loves, and it's the super small one that all the SMGs are really good on. I know a lot of people like that one, but for me, trying to just use the AK, it has not worked out. I get melted almost every single gunfight. Yes, Showtime won. We're victorious in the map voting scene. Yeah, I guess I'll go over some of the negatives before I really get into the positives, because the negatives are kind of something that I want to talk about and kind of the forefront of what they were basically testing for in this playtest. I don't know exactly who's handling this, who's receiving the info, but I know that they're very hands-on with the community and the community's feedback for the game. So far, the only real critique that I have is kind of how choppy the game feels, but that might just be on my end, but also how some of the hit registration works. And I believe it's server connection based, because I'll wind up dying like around a corner, or I'll wind up killing somebody around a corner, and although I'll take the kill, it definitely feels a little bit scummy. Like there's no way that I should have gotten that guy. Like they were around the corner. But again, on my end, I don't know if this is graphic oriented, but the game does feel very choppy. Like I watch a lot of other people's gameplays, and their game is definitely not as choppy as mine. So I do believe that it's something wrong on my end. However, I don't know what the setting would be to fix it. I play graphics wise. I bumped it up from medium because I originally thought medium was the issue, but after I bumped it up, really nothing changed. It's still just as clippy as before. But yeah, other than the game feeling a little bit choppy, and maybe it's a frame rate issue, I could probably check my frames after this game, but overall, like besides that, the only other issue I would say is maybe visibility. And again, this could be on my end, is the actual visuals at a distance. I find that even though they do have a little red line around people, they do just wind up blending in with the rest of the map very well, and I don't believe that's intentional. Like everything in this game is very bright and very contrasty, so I can't imagine that players are meant to blend in with the atmosphere in the map. But again, this very well could just be down to my graphics and down to how I have the game settings. Like I said in my last video, I have my graphics now, I believe, on high, but they were default set to ultra, which I believe is the game thinks that my PC can run ultra, which it probably can, but I'm so terrified to run any decent graphics through this PC just because I don't want this PC to like implode on me, get sent to the Shadow Realm with Yugi's grandpa. That's what I don't want. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I really don't have too many negatives about the game. It's very arcadey. It flows exactly how you want it to. The skill based is not there, which is beautiful. Like it's so refreshing to go into a lobby and not know what I'm expecting. Like I could go against absolute shitters, or on the off chance I could go against like really good people, or there's a mix of both. Like it really does feel like old school Call of Duty in the best way possible. The only other complaint that I've seen people have is actually down to the guns, which I guess it's not really a complaint. A lot of people are happy that everything is very balanced, and I will say every gun seems balanced. Like there's definitely some outliers, like the MP7 and the MP5 melt up close, and apparently the ACR is the best, but I don't know. I've been really liking this AK-47. Jev kind of put me on to the AK. The AK feels pretty good. Granted, I'm not doing it justice at all, but other than that, like, the weapon balancing seems pretty fair. The only outlier is there is that double barrel shotgun, and I believe, I don't know what barrel it is, but you can one-shot people from a crazy distance. There's just a guy chilling on a head glitch on that smaller map. I still can't remember the name of it, but he was chilling on a head glitch with the health operator and the double barrel shotgun. So you would put like 2 bullets into him, he'd heal up, and then he would just one-tap you across the map. It was absolute insanity. But I mean, outside of that, the guns do seem very balanced, and I mean, it's an arcade shooter. You're going to have some kind of cheese, so I don't care too much as long as it doesn't become like a crazy issue where every single player is using it. I don't mind it too much. Yeah, I mean, other than that, there's really not too many thoughts on the game. Like I said, it's fun, and that's really all that it set out to be. Outside of some balancing issues and some connection things, that's really it for the game. I mean, there's not too much that they need to change. I think they are in a beautiful pace of what they're trying to achieve here. There's some stuff that's a little gimmicky, like that guy sprinting behind me there, but other than that, like, the game's fun, man. The game is fun. On my end, there's definitely just a lot of issues when it comes to like controller settings and just other settings in general. Another thing that I noticed that's really bad on my end per se is just my dead zones. My controller has a ton of drift, so I have to up my dead zones a lot, and with that, like, gunfights are very impossible at long or even close ranges because I can't make micro adjustments like at all. It's either 0 or 100. But yeah, I mean, the game is fun. I'm still having fun, and that's really all the thoughts that I have on it. There's not much more to say. All right, this was the small map that I was talking about earlier. This is the one that I kept getting fried on, so I'm gonna run this MP5, and maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to not get slammed this time around. Hopefully I can just get some highlights here and show off some gameplay. Been having a little bit of a better game. I think I'm in the top 3 on my team right now, which again isn't saying much because there's no skill based, but you know, I'm doing a little bit better. I'm still getting absolutely slammed. I don't know if a lot of people are playing on PC or what it is, but it seems like everyone's aim is like top tier. Even in like close range gunfights, I'm losing to assault rifles when I have the MP7. So again, I could be dog shit, very likely. However, it seems like people are going crazy. Also, I noticed a ton of people are sniping now too. Like almost everybody on the enemy team was sniping that game, which I don't know if snipers are cracked. Maybe I'll have to give it a try tomorrow. But overall, I mean, the game's feeling a lot better. It's just I'm noticing a large skill issue in myself. Yeah, I think that's going to do it for me. Hopefully this wasn't too much of just me yapping and complaining about my own issues, but hopefully there at least was a little bit of enjoyment in this video. Again, I appreciate you guys for watching any of my videos, but specifically the XDefiant videos, because I know I'm not the best and there's not much going on in XDefiant on my end, so I know my gameplay can be a little lackluster, so I appreciate if you guys are just sitting here watching me yap the whole time. But again, thank you so much. And yeah, I think that's going to do it for me, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.